Thanks. Okay.
What was that when we messed up?
That's all for tonight.
All time.
On Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Justice with Judge Janine is next, and remember,
Stream. This is my
this
world.
is my world.
Oh, yes.
Tonight, the White House announcing just minutes ago that President Mike Pence and his wife have tested negative for the coronavirus. This after a member of the Vice President's staff tested positive. Hello and welcome to Justice.
So, I was just going to say something about that, okay, because, let's say kindness cornering, okay? Let's start off with kindness cornering, okay? There's a very big hypocrisy going on here, and everybody has a different format on their shows. Everybody has a different format on their shows, okay? Okay, let's just kindness cornering. Okay, look at the hypocrisy of it, okay? I spend $1. We were talking about earlier on maybe CNN. I was spending $1 as opposed to okay, and then you add variable of Trump campaigns, right? And then you add variable of so those two things right now, right? Spending $1, and the antithesis of spending $1 to make sure I don't spend $1. Now you don't believe in my policy, and the hypocrisy is pretty much in your hit the fan to your detriment, because now you have to prove the fact that you are in fact who you say you are. Now in general, so when you do kindness cornering, okay, now that's a mistake in general. That's right there is you check off as a negative because it's a negative emotion. And the antithesis of spending $1, you don't have any. That's negative emotion because you don't have any. And the motive behind it is out of some type of ill feelings, right? Ill feelings. That's right. And then so with that, given a nature, and that's it. You see those three things. He's just prove me wrong. Dude, I mean, it's already known. You know what I mean, it should be like that. It didn't have to be a breakup. It was funny. It was funny. The whole Warhead talking about the gesture on like stupid fucking cyberbullying, MySpace cyberbullying. That just fucking man. That's fucking. That was the most rigged up by CNN, Southern Shot, and then nobody is accountable for it, right? Nobody is accountable for it. It's like, that's it. So, given that, it's a hypocrisy. Those kind of things make it a hypocrisy because no one's accountable for it, and yet you such and such. I mean, if I'm not accountable for what I say when there's impressions of such and such, and it cancels out. I mean, that's it. But if it's a lie, then if I'm a lie, then you're a lie. So the only reason I keep a steady voice in this, or try to keep a steady voice at least, is because the fact that I'm surrounded by 75,000 brackets and under. Let's face it, okay? That's probably almost Sacramento, okay, and the most of Sacramento County, okay, for that matter, for the most of Stanislaus County, for that matter, okay. Maybe not Galt, but okay, so maybe not some other services, because I guess, and so that's besides the point, right? But now you take the most bottom barrel and say, hey, I'm going to do the cheapest format in it, and harassment mistakes to get some type of like serum truth, harassment mistakes. And take the most bottom. Now, if you're spending that much money, if you're that so-called cost effective, then in fact, that right there is kind of a crime in general for getting it for so cheap. And so it's almost like that laughing all the way to make so canceling out, even though I am socially responsible and conservative on my blogs. Whatever I say, those are tickets that get out, bail out tickets, okay? and still not guaranteed bailout because I don't trust any of them. And so even if they are bailout tickets and this is such and such,
There's a moratorium on FHA foreclosures.
it still is at a disadvantage. It still is at a disadvantage. And with Shapiro facilitating, you know, anything I say is just it's applicatories, but like I say, is that about a -2 on that number line? Okay, and so with that, you're kind of like, yeah, put a smile on your face about something that's funny. But you know what? The little comments, the little cyberbullying gestures, the MySpace gestures, the coding and stuff. You kind of ask for it in a sense when you pull off shit like that. When you kind of like surround, do the shit like that, and you do the shit like that, and do the stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? You kind of ask for it. All the negativity, the nastiness online, whatever you might want to call it, and it said, it kind of begs the comments and stuff like that. And so, with a whole pick and choose, picking and choosing on what it is that you want to talk about, whose streets, that could be any, that could be, streets, that could be, not what I meant, but and that's okay. I can stand by that. Because I have a God-given right in myself, and I have to say this so cheeseball. I'll be like, it take the air out of me on cystic fibrosis. It almost feels like burning camp. I can't even say camp anymore because now Freddie personal Shimas and stuff like that, and relatives start getting into order, and like and then they start the folklore comes in, and everybody and the ragdoll goes on. And basically, that's it. And so you can take your next door comments on what you say, on what you say on this this little thing, a little ping thing off, the little tangent you run off, and then just snag it up and be like, look, man, you're totally wrong. Your truth is dwindling and stuff like that, and you better spin off and get your own type of opinion type deal on that level. Because if you're not going to be responsible or accountable for the shit you do, and say no, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's just the bottom line truth of it. Okay, I'll just stand by. I don't my decision made. You cheat me, I'm on your nose kicking the teeth. And such. So there's 4 things now. That's fine with me. Okay.
Remember the importance of love.
So.
And family.
Like, oh yeah, you know what? I get a time to reflect and be like,
will only fade as the brightness of the
that's it for right there on that segment alone.
the horizon. I look forward to enjoying that day with you.